Hi, everybody. No intro, no nothing. We're just going to completely fuck this show up. So, how's everybody's week?
That's your intro.
Fair to middling. I'm still breathing.
It's funny that that's a band, right?
What? Fair to
Fair to
middling?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So the guy from the singer from Dirty Prescott Kids, he did a video with that one of their songs the other day, and I commented on it, and he commented back. It's probably a very little known song. He said that's been living in my head since I was in school. Like, damn.
Damn, you are gay.
What?
It's a damn, you are gay.
Really? And you're the one that was driving around with a double-ended dildo forever, so.
That was educational purposes only.
You wanted to see how far you could stretch that asshole.
You can definitely fit a squirrel up there.
Was it an education where you got a girl on each end to see which one takes the worst of it?
That was an alignment issue.
That motherfucker was dirty, too.
Uh-huh.
Them truck stop whores, man.
Jersey.
I guess it would help if I actually, go to the comments, right?
Yeah, hello, you fine young. Of course we're young compared to her.
So, we're going to start off with probably something a little, maybe boring to some people, but if anybody's been paying attention, I know not everybody knows about Twitter or is on Twitter, but Elon Musk's trying to take over Twitter is it's piqued my interest because I think it's going to be funny. Even if it gets his way, I don't see free speech the way everybody thinks it's going to work, and it's not going to work in the way he thinks it's going to work.
No.
Everybody's got free speech, but if I don't like it, I feel free to put my foot in their ass.
Here's something that's not talked about. With the free speech, when the founding fathers wrote the Declaration of Independence and all that shit, free speech was put in there more for political discord, to be able to freely speak against your government policies and the protest and all that shit. It wasn't for white supremacists because, I mean, let's face it, back then everybody basically was a white supremacist. So, but I mean, looking forward, it's not for that. It's not for pedophiles. It's not for people inciting violence. It's for you to be able to speak up against your government. But people take it free speech. I should be able to say whatever I want to say. And that's not the case. It's just
Well, you're probably right, but since it wasn't elaborated upon, it's just out there to think what you want to think about it.
Yeah, but back then they didn't have what we have today in the society we have. People, when you said the freedom of speech, that's, you're able to go in and you're able to also practice what religion you want and speak freely that way and stuff. They didn't look and think this was going to be an issue with, all this other stupid shit.
They didn't have nearly as much. They didn't have nearly as many people, nearly as much education, much laws and all kinds of shit. Think about it.
Exactly.
You're pretty much like your own will there, It was your word against mine and so on and so forth, and hang them.
Yeah, and then when you get lawyers involved in making laws and all that other shit, it's just there's too many laws. I think. I mean, it should be fucking more. It should be more simple.
Mm-hmm.
But I just wanted to talk about that. The him trying to take over Twitter, even if he succeeds, you can't. And like a friend that we were having a conversation with the other day, he's going to allow certain things and disallow certain things. So it's not going to be completely free speech the way he's trying to talk. It's just going to be his agenda and what he thinks is right. It, so I think it's going to go. I think if he takes it over, it's going to go down in flames. I don't think it's going to work out well for him.
But it's sure going to be fun to watch.
It's gonna be pretty cool.
Yeah. To see somebody spend that much fucking money just to fucking fail.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Nikki. Hi, Emily. Hi, Rob.
Hi,
Jeff.
Preston. And everybody that Dilly said hi to. Hi, Nikki, Emily, Rob. Yeah, I'm a little tired tonight. So I know we didn't talk about this in the meeting, but you also we can go in on the that don't say gay bill a little bit if you guys want to.
I didn't even see it, but it's already gay, so can we just carry on? Don't say gay.
Gay.
That's what they're trying to say, but the bill is saying that you're not allowed to talk about sexuality and sexual preference to kids in grade school and shit like that, which yeah,
Okay.
I mean, you
want to go down that road? Fine. Okay. So that's fine. Like, to a point. Like, my child, like 10 and under, do not need to know. You have boy, you have girl. You want to teach that shit in like middle school and high school and so on, where they can know the differences? Fine. But this pisses, like, they're not letting kids be kids. They're trying to already push them in a direction where they may not even want to go.
they're indoctrinating the kids with this information that they don't need to know. In my opinion, you shouldn't. If a child is expressing anything in school, they should be sent to the guidance counselor. The guidance counselor should contact the parents and let the parents deal with that. Once they hit puberty and they start having their own feelings and stuff like that, outside of being in grade school, you might be able to address, but I don't think that's a teacher's job. I think that should be up to the fucking parents.
Right. Teachers teach. Teachers teach. I get it. But at the end of the day, it's the parents' right to do it however they want to do it. Like, I don't know. It's just, I'm so tired of like the way this whole world is going.
I agree with that 100%. And like when we grew up, I mean, I didn't have any thoughts or understanding of any of that until I got into fucking high school. So it just wasn't on my mind. I was able to be a kid and go hang out with my friends, play backyard baseball, football, and all this other shit. There wasn't nothing taught in school about sexuality, and I didn't need to fucking know. In my opinion, if you're a fucking grade school teacher and you want to talk to fucking kids about that shit, I think you may be grooming them.
That's what you're doing. It's like it, and it's what. And the shitty part is it's not. It's these big city areas. Like, it's not so much the rural kids or the like the small town kids.
Yeah.
They're trying to do it in these big cities where they get majority of the votes and the popularity votes and all that other shit. Like, just stop.
I don't agree with any of the bullshit that they're trying to push. Just teach the kids math, science, English, all the normal shit, and leave everything else out. And
Let them figure it out for themselves.
They're trying to normalize shit that's not normal. That's what their fucking problem is.
Like, it's not like, I get it. We're a whole different. Everything's changing. I understand that and thing, but let it change in its own natural course. Like everything changed for us when we were growing up in its natural course. Why do we have to? Why are we trying to stay ahead of it and teach it? Like, just let it be.
yeah,
Like, that's what I get out of it. Let it be.
they're trying to take the government, and these organizations are trying to take over the parents' jobs now. They don't want us to be parents. I mean, your generation, millennials, you fucking, everybody gets a fucking participation trophy and all this other shit.
Yeah.
That's where it fucking went crooked, man.
You don't win, you don't get a trophy.
Yeah. That's not fair to the kids, though.
What about everybody that came before them? They fucking, you lose, you fucking get back up and you try fucking harder, and you fail until you fucking succeed, or you fucking give up and try something else. Because you might not be fucking good at baseball, fucking Timmy. Fucking try fucking cheerleading or some bullshit.
Right.
Right. Like, it's. Somebody asked me the other day if I'd have any more kids, and I told them, you're fucking nuts.
Hell no. That's out of the question for me.
I said, for one, it's too expensive. Two, I'm already terrified for Nate, my boy, growing up in the world that he's going to grow up in.
I don't have a problem with kids as long as they're not mine.
No, honestly, it's crazy. I'm kind of glad that I have all girls, because that in my mind makes things a little bit easier, because there's more acceptance if they're different.
Well, yeah. I mean, can you imagine if my boy is running around with his wiener tucked up underneath his legs?
Yeah. I mean, you have to accept it, but to what extent? Like, I'm gonna give some information, a little bit of information that I shouldn't really, but one of my children wanted, before she was 18, thought that she might want to be the other gender.
A dinosaur?
So I fought against that, and not because I didn't accept it. It's because I was not going to allow her to make a life decision before she was old enough to make a life-changing decision. Like, I'm not going to make that decision for you. You can be pissed at me all you fucking want. I'm not going to sign off on hormones or anything that is going to permanently change your body. When you're an adult, you can make your own fucking decisions.
And this is going to sound ugly.
not
I've got
on me.
somebody transgendered in my family, whether you're a chick with a dick or a man with a snatch. Biologically, there's only two genders, male and there's female.
I mean, yeah, but I can understand if someone truly grows up and they feel that they belong, they were born in the wrong body. I can understand that, but wait until you're fucking of age to make a decision. Don't force that on the parents. Don't come to me and make me try to fucking alter your body before you're an adult. And then if you end up being wrong and regretting it, then you're gonna fucking try to blame me for allowing you to do that because you were underage. Nah, fuck that.
Big Titty Spa said I was a cheerleader, which I was. He just liked to have me up so he could look up my skirt.
It. That's a tough. Like I just.
It's tough, I mean, to think about that because you don't want your kid to hate you, but at the same time, like, you don't want your kid to make a decision that is going to change them for the rest of their fucking life before they're old enough to even make that fucking decision.
Right.
So,
Like
and there's so many groups out there wanting that to be a reality that parents are going to be forced.
And these
obviously,
days, they've got friends. They've got not just certain people, but their friends and everybody are pushing this narrative on them, and they're spreading it to their friends, and it just never stops.
Yeah.
And it's not their place to be teaching these. It's the parents' place to be teaching these kids.
well, and that and these YouTube stars and TikTok stars and all these people that are change their own ways and encouraging others to do the same thing, and half of them don't even know why they're doing it. They're just doing it because they see somebody that gets 100,000 views doing it and they think it's cool.
Yep.
But what they don't see is how that same person used to probably get picked on in school all the time because they wanted to try to be different. They wanted to try to do things their own way. They wanted to do it this way. Like, I get it. But if you're going to do it and try to, like, advocate it or however you want to use the word, like, however you want to do it, show the brutal side of things, too.
Yeah.
Don't show all the glitter and glamour. Talk about how you were picked on and how you were, not wanted in things and didn't do such things and didn't partake in this, and your dad didn't like you, your mom didn't like you, or your aunt or uncle or sisters or brothers disowned you because you were a guy who wanted to be a girl or a girl who wanted to be a guy. Talk about that. Like, it's like, that'd be like me, like when people say, oh, what's like being a truck driver? I'm going to tell you, it's fucking miserable sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm going to be like, oh, it's great.
It's not, and anybody that come to me and asking what about becoming a truck driver, I would tell them everything. I would tell them I make decent money. It's a good career, but at the same time, here's what you're going to miss out on. You have to go from start. You have to go to school, and then you have to take a shit job where you're getting paid shit for at least the first year because you need the experience. So you got to take a shit job getting shit pay until you have experience. And then after that, depending on where you live, when I lived in Delaware, there weren't any local jobs for me. So I had to fucking be over the road.
You got to start off the barrel.
Yeah. And then when I moved up here, this is the first opportunity I've had to be home every day. So if you're thinking of getting into truck driving and you think you want to be home every day, just realize it's going to take a little while to get there. You're not going to be able to come out of driving school and then go right to a fucking local job.
No, that's
not going to happen. And believe me, it's a lot harder because you don't have the backing experience and anything like that when you come out of school. And being local, there's a lot more work because you're not driving 500 miles and then at the end of the day fucking backing into one dock. You might back into 5 different docks in one fucking day being a local driver. So if you don't have that experience, it's going to be awfully frustrating.
Yeah, bumping docks, and if you prefer to suck wieners, go ahead.
Or if you can't back up in a straight line and bump a dock, then you get a flatbed driving job.
Oh, okay.
Not nice.
Uh-oh.
That was not nice.
Round 1. Fight.
Or you can't do either. You get a tank job where you just hold somebody's fucking hose all day long. You don't even need to bump anything. You pull in, pull out.
I'm not very good at pulling out.
Neither am I. There's one thing I didn't do right.
Yeah, four times for me.
Yeah. At least we know which hose always delivered.
Hey, you never complained.
It's true.
Oh. So we get people bouncing in and out. When you guys are ready, just fucking shoot us some fucking advice. Ask us for advice. We'll do the shittiest job we can. Other than that, does anybody else have some topics? I mean, we can keep on talking trucking.
Let me see here.
Trucking.
You know what I thought about today, actually? Well, it was yesterday. See, my job, I get holiday pay, but I get our minimum $20 an hour and 8 hours pay. So I don't make anywhere near what I would make driving that for the day. All the people in the office at my company, when they have the day off, they get 8 hours at their normal rate, and they only work 8 hours normally anyway. So they're not fucking losing money on a fucking holiday.
Right.
All of us are fucking losing. All of us drivers are fucking losing money. It's better than nothing. It's better than getting paid nothing for the holiday. But still, I'm only getting paid half of what I would normally make in one day. Less than half, actually.
We can just be like me. Just take the whole week off.
Yeah, but you're not getting paid shit.
No, I got paid in precious time.
Yeah, true.
When I do things like take a week off, money is not of the essence. That electric bill will still be there tomorrow.
Still gonna be there.
They're gonna be there. If they wanted it Monday, they'll surely get it next Monday.
Scott, I've been pretty lucky, and my employers have always been pretty fucking decent. I've never really gotten really screwed over.
Screwed over by an employee or screwed an employee? Because I've done both.
Me too.
Screwed over by an employer.
Oh. Yeah, both.
I mean, when a company says that they're family oriented and they're going to give you time at home, like the one company that I had the biggest bitch about with that shit was Heartland Express, and they're a fucking good company as far as pay wise, because they, especially if you live in the Northeast, they pay you fucking pretty well. But I lived over 100 miles away from the Carlisle terminal, and they wouldn't deadhead you or bobtail you home for your time at home. So I would always end up stopping in York on the way back to pick up a load that delivered Monday sometime, but that load would never be ready for me. I'd always end up having to lay over there and wait. I'd always get home Saturday morning and then right back out the fucking door Sunday night or Monday morning to deliver that load. So when they're supposed to get you home Friday, but you only get home for 34, they really fucked with me on that one. So I ended up quitting there. Not really being fucked over. I can understand the company, but still, fuck them.
Yeah, that's why I don't. Can't do the. Can't do the big company thing. Never could.
Most of the companies I've worked for have been mostly decent. That's one of my only real complaints about a company. I really don't have. All right, there's this one place in Texarkana, Arkansas. There's a truck stop, big Flying J, and then there's like this little bar that's like in the entrance of that place, and it's like a double wide trailer. You go into the bathroom there.
In the trailer.
They only sell beer, and then they have like a little chicken shack outside for food. But you can bring liquor in there. But when you go to the bathroom in there, it's a little stainless steel urinal, and they had $2 bills and change that you pissed on. It was just in the urinal. And I was talking to one of the bartenders, and they were like, yeah, a couple of guys over the years have pulled that money out, tried to wash it, and use it to buy beer.
Oh, God.
Fucking
Oh, in Arkansas. My God. Y'all, I'm not from there. That's just a nickname.
If Walmart increasing their pay, they have to do something because they watch their drivers like a hawk with the cameras and everything like that. I don't know anybody who wants to fucking deal with that shit.
No.
Like, seriously, they have cameras facing out the front, and they have cameras looking at you. You pick up your phone, you get rid up. If you fucking don't look in your mirrors enough, and they catch on to that, they write you up for that stuff. They're under a fucking microscope if you work for Walmart.
They would see a whole lot of nutsack and some asshole.
See, the company I work for now, they used to have the inward-facing cameras. They still do, but they're turned off because they lost a court case because of it. But when I first started, they had them working. They're like, we're not here to look at you taking a leak or picking your nose. If you have to take a piss in a bottle, cover the camera up with a hat or some shit like that. So we're not looking at your pecker.
Scott has asked the first question of the night. Strangest place you have ever had sex? His was 30 underwater. I would say the strangest would be in the mall bathroom, I guess.
Movie theater.
Yeah, I've done that one.
Cemetery.
Hospital bathroom.
Never done that one.
The one 30 feet underwater. Well, that's your wiener's already floating. That's easy. Place I used to work at in the mechanic's office. Long time ago.
Yeah, when I was teaming, when I first started driving, I was my teammate and brought his daughter out with us. Yeah, I was banging her in the back while he was driving.
Why do I have a feeling that's where this conversation was going to go?
Yeah, good times.
Keep trucking, buddy. You're doing great.
Uh-huh.
What's that? You want me to drive? Oh, man. Hockey.
Yeah, it could be interesting. I'm trying to think of
shot putting.
Oh my god.
Javelin.
Oh shit.
Long jump.
Ain't jumping much there.
Archery.
Yeah, archery would be fun. NASCAR.
Swimming.
NASCAR would be just like Demolition Derby.
The hammer throw, yeah, that would be hard.
What's that keg throwing thing them guys do over yonder?
Oh yeah, the strongman competitions.
Yeah, any of those. What's that keg throwing thing them do? Oh, thanks, Emily.
Yeah, I'm not sure of any other that would be funny.
Is porn a sport?
No,
Oh.
unfortunately.
Come on, guys.
Oh.
I know you guys have questions.
What
I'd say rugby, but those guys are already fucking half brain dead. So they're kind of drunk.
what is that?
Exactly.
What is that Olympic sport with bobsled? You imagine
Oh,
run and then get in?
let's go bobsledding, man.
You'd see a couple of them just holding on to the edge, just dragging on the ice.
Box. Yeah, Mike Tyson bit somebody's ear off. I bet he's drunk.
Yeah. Bum fights.
Mm.
Is midget throwing a sport?
But it should be.
I mean, they're probably most of the guys that do that are probably drunk anyway. What else we got, guys?
Drunk sumo wrestling. Hey, I fit in good there.
I can make that happen.
Most of the gymnast events, yes.
Pole vaulting.
The fuck? You connected to the speaker, Emily?
No, I'm not.
No, I was looking for this because I missed this sound right here.
Oh.
I gotta keep an
I
eye on.
missed that sound. I had to play it.
Drinking. Simple. Or
If you were arrested, what would your family and friends assume it was? They'd assume I was in fucking jail for murder or smoking pot somewhere I shouldn't be.
See, I don't know what my family would think I did, but most of my friends would probably think I got picked up for pissing in public.
Oh, they'd probably think I was hauling pounds and pounds and pounds of pot somewhere I shouldn't be taking it.
I would think hooking.
Hooking?
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, not so much.
I'd be drunk somewhere.
Well, hell with me, there ain't no telling.
Or running somebody off the road.
What's up, Carmen?
I thought that said, "What's up, Mom?" I'm like, "Who the fuck? No,
What's up? we got to send Jeremy back to school. He can't even read.
Cameron, ain't it?
Yeah, Cameron.
He's close.
Jeremy said Carmen.
I don't have my glasses on, and I'm a beer and a.
Charlie, just because I indecent exposure myself to you does not mean I do to everybody. Now, come on.
I mean, pissing in public would I guess that'd be indecent exposure.
I'll tell you what, Big Daddy, let me tell you something about him. He's right. He took me to the titty bar one night. I ain't never been before in my life. And this is around my 24th birthday. Well, he ends up getting drunk, and he's a sheriff there in Garland County. And we're riding around. He said, "Stop by the police station." I said, "You're drunk." I said, "Why do you want to go there?" He said, "I got to take a shit." Well, he goes in the police station, drunker than Cooter Brown, took a big old shit.
Oil. You talking to me?
Yeah, Charlie, why don't you come over here? It's a Tic Tac and freshen your breath.
Oh shit!
I got a few fun trucker facts I'm gonna read y'all guys.
All right.
Let me find it real quick.
I don't want to be a Debbie Downer here, but I keep walking back to see what Blake's doing because he's redoing my garage door opener. I make sure he doesn't fall off the ladder.
All right, 6% of truck drivers are female. It says they make up 6% of the industry, or of a total of 234,000 drivers, according to the American Trucking Association. And it said, go ahead.
Is that like most recent, or is that from like an earlier date, or don't
Let me
you
see
know?
what this date. This is from January 14, 2022.
No shit.
Yeah.
Huh.
They don't make up a big population. I mean, we're seeing more and more of them, but they're
I would-
still a small percentage.
That's what I was really surprised. I thought it would have been a real like a higher percentage.
Yeah, it says that it makes up 6% of the industry.
Right, and
Okay, and it says truckers spend 240 plus nights away from families.
It's over the road truck drivers, and that's probably a pretty fair assessment
for the average over the road driver, yes, probably.
Yeah.
Okay, and this one I'm fixing to read. This is figuring off of $2.44 a gallon. It says commercial trucks consume 20,500 gallons of fuel each year, with an average cost per gallon for diesel trucks being $2.44 a gallon, and miles per gallon average of 8. We'll just say it will cost truckers approximately $50,000 at the pumps annually. In fact, the trucking industry spent over $143 billion on diesel fuel, and that was back in 2011. They said.
Yeah, it's probably more than that now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shit. The fucked up thing about it is before that, it might have been even cheaper. I mean, even with the new systems that they have. Look, I'm sorry. With the fucking DEF systems and the fucking the other shit, God damn it, I can't think of it right now. But the new systems they have in the truck to try to keep emissions low actually burns more motherfucking fuel than it fucking saves.
It actually causes more pollutions.
Yeah.
This is an interesting fact. It says there are close to 16 million active trucks in the United States, with over 3.5 million truckers behind the wheel. This means that if you could pile up the vehicles, they would reach the moon.
That's just in the United States?
Yep.
That makes sense. I mean, you can't really go anywhere without seeing a truck.
And there's one that says, did you know that over 72% of annual freight transported or transports in the U.S. are due to truckers? In 2019 alone, freight hauled over 11.84 billion tons of goods. This was roughly a 3% increase from 2018.
You can't buy anything that hasn't been on a truck. I mean,
pretty much.
The only thing you might be able to buy that may not have been on a truck is if you go to a local farm stand where they grew that on their property and then put it at the end of their driveway. Other than that, almost every fucking thing has been on a truck to get to its destination for you to buy it. And your house that's, you're living in, all the materials brought by a truck.
Right.
Everything.
It says EPA regulations have tightened. It says over the last 2 decades, EPA regulations have cut 95% of the emissions from heavy duty trucks.
That's fucking a lie.
Yeah, I figured that was.
They think they're smart by pushing that pencil and they're figuring this shit out, but they're not fucking cutting emissions like we just talked about. The ECU or EPU, whatever the fuck it is, in the trucks that they have and the fucking DEF systems now actually take up more fucking horsepower, and then it takes more horsepower to pull that fucking load, which you're burning more fucking fuel, putting
Yeah.
more fucking emissions into the fucking air. So their little fucking shit that they're trying to tell everybody's making shit better is not making anything better.
No.
Okay, and this one is trucking accident. It says most trucking accidents are due to sudden or unstable lane changes, followed by impairments such as falling asleep at the wheel, alcohol, and illness. In 2019, a total of 2,734 fatal crashes involved trucks and buses in the United States.
And I'm gonna say that's a fucking lie too, because no
No.
matter if a truck is involved, they're going to do everything in their fucking power to make it the truck driver's fault, when probably half the time it's not the driver's fault. It's the other car that was involved's fault, but they make it the trucker's fault to put it
Right.
on us.
Here's my input. You know why trucking accidents have gone up in the last 5 to 10 years?
Because of Swift and other companies just putting fucking whoever in the fucking driver's seat.
Yes, but you could go further than that. They built the truck to be too comfortable, automatic. All the comfort creatures of being home essentially are having a normal vehicle, and they don't pay attention. Like half the time, some of these guys don't even remember they're pulling a trailer. There's no hard knocks of it anymore. You just get in it, push the fucking D button, and go. You don't like. I pass people hundreds of times a day, legs up on the fucking dash. They're on tablets like mine that I'm on right now, watching movies or talking to their families or whatever. They have both their headphones in, so they can't hear nothing. So if they blow a tire or run somebody over, it's already too late. Like
my company, they don't have the inward facing cameras on anymore. But when I first started, they said if you get in an accident and on camera you have both of your phones in, then you're automatically fired. You can only have the right one in, because you have to have the left one clear to hear fucking sirens and horns and everything else.
it's also illegal.
Yeah.
I'll tell you firsthand, Maryland. I had my wired earbuds,
Yeah.
Well, I always left the right one in, but the left one was looped over my ear, not in it, just looped over it.
Mm-hmm.
I got pulled in the Maryland scale house one day. I walked right in just like I did, both, just like that. And he says, "Do you drive with both them in?" I said, "No, just my right one." And he says, "Good, because it's technically illegal. Like, I will write you a ticket for it."
Is that just for truck drivers or for anybody?
For as far as I know, it'd be just truck drivers, but it's probably for everybody. I mean, once you both,
I drive with a headset on with both ears.
it's probably more aimed towards just us truck drivers.
Oh, definitely. But who wants to work for a company that watches you like a hawk like that with every little fucking thing? I can understand them watching you if you get in an accident and them using it against you when they tell you that you can't do certain things, but them to write you up for literally any fucking thing. You don't want to feel like you don't want to go to work thinking that you have to be 100% perfect at every goddamn thing, or you're going to lose your job and possibly have a negative knock on your fucking license if you get fired.
It's stressful. It's stressful. So many people, and even the younger ones who are just coming into driving, stresses them out. Because they're on a clock. They're watching the clock. They're watching the clock. They can't, like, you could, but you'll screw everything up. You can't take, like, if you're just not feeling it that day and you just want to take a nap every so often, Can't do it because your clock's running. Can't do this because your clock's running. Me, since I'm not on that type of system, I can stop and pull over and take a 2-hour nap. Does it add 2 more hours or 3 more hours to my day? Yeah, but at least I'm getting myself. My body's like, all right, you need to rest. So I don't agree with. Is it a good idea? Yes. Was it well sought after and thought about? No.
I've had an issue with the cameras. I've never had an issue with e-logs. Me personally, I like the e-logs because a company cannot force me to overwork myself. When my time's up, I have to take that break, and the company can't do a fucking thing about it.
Yeah. But in my line of shit, it ruins if I'm on an e-log, I'm ruined. I am literally stuck. Like if I had a job like yours, where I was home every day, doing the same thing, you know what I mean? Maybe a couple little different routes. That's fine. Whatever. I don't care then.
What's 11 and 70s?
You're only allowed to work 70 hours a week. Yes, I do. Yeah, I still do a regular old. Yep.
That's never made much sense to me either. I can understand having the 11 and 14 for the day and you having to take your break, but why that fucks you up, because then when you have to start recapping, if you're out for more than 7 days, then that just fucks your money up and fucks everything else up. You're not getting any more rest by only being able to work 10 hours on that 8th day. You're not getting any more fucking rest. You're actually fucking anxiety and everything else worried about fucking being able to bring home a better paycheck because you're now restricted and you can't get that load there that you want to get there to get the next load. It fucks everything up. I don't see it doing anything.
My buddy, every now and then, my buddy's on e-log and he gets caught. He has to run a recap sometimes. He makes it work, but it does screw with him because he can only do like a couple hours here, a couple hours there, 6 hours or so or whatever. And that's like it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even know how to run a recap. I've never even worried about it.
I have, and I've made it work because when I was doing that, I was team driving, and that's when I was actually running a logbook. Now, I couldn't make that same system work, unfortunately, on an e-log because I cut a lot of corners when I had a logbook. So I wasn't running legal when I had a logbook, and I was running teams. But I saved a lot of time because you can only, if you stop to take a fucking piss and you fucking you only take 3 minutes, but you're logging 15 minutes off duty, and that adds up so you can keep your fucking hours.
Psst. I don't log it.
Well, no, if you log it, then you're saving your fucking hours. That's what I'm saying. If you're running a logbook, you stop the truck for 3 or 4 minutes to take a piss and you log 15 minutes off duty, 12 minutes you get to keep.
I don't even log the fuel half the time.
I mean, that's the way you do things. I've always been worried, and I've always done things as legal as I could do them.
It's legal for me. DOT themselves told me anything under 15 minutes you don't have to log. There's a lot of times I can get fuel in and out with my fuel receipt out the door in less than 15 minutes.
Well, yeah, but I did it my way so I could save time to get me and my teammates home.
Yeah. I mean, I cut corners, but at the end of the day, it kind of adds up. Like, for me, if I get stuck in a fucking steel mill for more than 4 hours, my whole day is ruined.
Yeah.
So I don't I don't log it. I don't log it.
And I'm gonna say this. I know you probably agree. You might be mad at me for saying it, but the only reason that most guys hate the fucking e-logs is because they can't cheat the system, and they
Absolutely. I agree with you. That's why I don't. I couldn't do it. Couldn't do it.
But you're lucky enough to work for yourself at the moment. But even when you were working, when you weren't trying to buy your truck, you still work for a small enough company where the government can't force you to have an e-log.
Right. Like I couldn't do it. I couldn't. I mean, I probably could have still kind of made out with an e-log. The problem is everything gets pushed on my side of things. I would probably pick different rate, I guess you can say. Like if I had to go to an e-log, I wouldn't flatbed. Because a lot of times we don't get detention pay, we don't get layover pay, we don't get any of that shit.
Yeah.
And so I would go pull a reefer or a van or something like that, where if I'm going to be stuck there for 4 or 5 hours, I'm going to bed.
Dude, I'm going to tell you right now, since I started doing the oil, if I have to go anywhere else, I'm going to stick with liquid the rest of my fucking career in trucking.
Well, yeah, you like taking full loads.
Oh, I knew that was coming.
I'm sure you did.
I'm going to tell you what. I mean, a lot of guys are afraid of it because of the surge and all that stuff. And in the wintertime, it is a little fucking scary having a product that fucking moves. But you will not find an easier fucking job. Because 9 times out of 10, the customer's going to load you and the customer's going to unload you. And they don't want you fucking touching shit. And you get paid for it all. It's fucking easy. It's a lazy man's job, and I'm fucking lazy.
Duh.
Charlie, all the titties ain't hiding in my inboxes. Some of them are out in the open.
Speaking of titties, Emily, you wearing a bra today?
Nope.
Titties flopping in the wind.
So I haven't been paying attention, but any more trucking questions or anybody need advice on anything that we can just tell you?
Y'all got to tell me where these glory holes are. That's what I want to know.
There's one in is it Einen? What the fuck's the name of that town? Called the Pothole.
Charlie, suck my dick, big.
Hold on. Got a place for you to visit.
Because my next trip down south, I'm going to have to put these in my GPS so I can stop and frequent them.
It's in here. Here, Emily. You guys can stop here and watch it, or him, or whatever, whoever. You can go here. Great place to go. You can watch a whole lot of nut to butt stuff there.
Well, I want my nuts to butts. Do I get to do that?
Yep, you can do it too if you want.
My God. Then I'm in.
There you go. I put it in the group. I'm gonna have to check on Blake soon. Then I gotta get Nathan. What 3 items, when bought together, would make the cashier most uncomfortable?
KY, a broomstick, and some rope.
Wow, that was too fast to think that.
Blake and I went to the dollar store today and got 2 cans of brake cleaner, black nail polish, and epoxy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Duct tape, rope, and a shovel. Yeah, Charlie, that would do it.
You need a tarp, some rope, and a shovel.
Mm.
You don't want to get anything messy in your car.
Y'all know as gay as Charlie is, he talked me into going to get a pedicure one day. He did.
What the fuck's wrong with pedicures?
Not a goddamn thing. Them Chinese women feeling my feet felt good.
I know. Makes
They're
your feet.
probably sitting there talking when they're rubbing me in that language. They're going, "Oh, fat boy, never come back."
You just need to bring the cheese grater next time.
Dude, I was in high school and I dropped acid, and my girlfriend at the time was going to get her nails done, and we walked into the nail salon, and I just started peeking, and they started, talking, and I couldn't understand shit, obviously, because I can't understand her language, and I fucking lost it, man. I was fucking on the floor rolling. They kicked me the fuck out of there.
Oh, fat boy, no comeback.
Yeah.
Yeah, fat boy, get feet done no more.
They can say whatever they want as long as I keep rubbing my feet. I'm like, yeah. That's the only one I've ever had, but don't think I wouldn't go back and get another one because I sure would. But the bad thing is I had to go into work the next day. My boss walked through the mall. She just turned her head and looked at me and Charlie. She knew both of us. She just shook her head. And Charlie screamed out, I think he screamed out something to her about me being gay.
Well, he wasn't far off.
Well, he's close. Charlie, go wax your ass, son. Sinjin Bean to tell me wax on, wax off.
What else are we doing?
Each another.
Shit, I forgot what the fuck else we were supposed to be doing, because I thought we'd talk a little bit more about Twitter and shit, but that didn't last long, and nobody sent us any questions.
It's getting these leftists all beside themselves right now.
Nobody asked us any advice questions, so we can't give them awful advice.
I just don't want to leave Blake out there all by him lonesome, especially doing my work. But I really had something else I wanted to talk about.
Yeah, just take a minute there and spit it out. And
yeah, Gilbert Godfrey died.
oh,
What?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, Gilbert Godfrey died. Charlie, the best site to find a woman is a site you're not on.
What's the best site to find a woman?
Sugarmamas.com.
Camel Jockey 13.
Jockey 13.
I met quite a few on Plenty of Fish back in the day, and that's where I met Nicole. But it's more like Plenty of Fucks.
Yeah, pretty much.
You should have threw that.
I did get laid quite a bit with the girls I met on there.
TikTok.
Charlie don't care where it is, but as long as it takes care of his titty fetish he's got.
Oh, you can just message me. I got them for days. Pictures, that is.
Charlie's all about the tatas. Yeah, Charlie, we all did better with Yahoo Chat. And don't you bring up none of our business now. Come on.
It was AOL chat for me.
Shit, I had a girlfriend in every fucking town in Arkansas.
You had to color code them so you remembered.
Yeah, I did. I didn't want them in the same zip code. I had to have them everywhere.
Yeah. Now, if you get multiple women, you got to put them in your phone as like pizza places or libraries or things of that
And
nature.
we get together, and me and Charlie, hell, there'd be sometimes anywhere from 40 or 50 of us that get together and just fucking party down all, fucking all the time.
A lot of swinging dick.
I met my first wife on AOL, or not AOL, on Yahoo Chat.
I met both of my ex-wives on Yahoo.
So since Dilly wants to leave, and I understand, does anybody want to take his spot for a little bit?
Why don't you just bring Emily in? or Allie. I don't know if she's still watching. She just messaged the group.
She's welcome. She can come if she wants.
Big Daddy. I think Big Daddy and
Yep. Big
Arkansas.
Daddy needs to come on up here.
I think you guys can turn into something there.
Come on, Charlie. What do you say, son?
You met your ex-wife at the jail or in jail?
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of jail, did I see it? Where the hell did I see it? Was it on the? Did I listen to it on the radio or something? Or did I see it on? Anyway, so apparently, it turns out there, or was it in the Facebook group where in our chat where 2 lesbians were pregnant? Was that in the group chat?
I don't think it was in the group chat unless I just like normal don't pay attention.
There was two chicks in an all female prison who turned up pregnant, and I don't know if it was by like the same security guard or whatever, but like you could make so many jokes on that. She was visiting her brother. Oh, that was a sweet conjugal.
Did you at least get the banger in the jail, Charlie? Is he the one you had at St. John Bean's funeral with the big old titties?
What? See, this is where you guys should just be on the.
How can you be a male prison guard in an all-female prison and?
No, but it most certainly wouldn't be a fucking nightstick.
Dude, I couldn't be a female guard or a guard in a female prison. I just couldn't do it.
It'd be pretty hard.
Yeah, it probably would a lot of times.
I bet you things get a little moister on there.
Moist.
He wants to know how you can get in.
Hey,
Okay,
Matt,
tell Charlie how to get in here.
Matt, you got to copy. You have your phone, right?
Yes.
Copy the link and just send it to him.
All right.
In like Facebook Messenger or something. But if he's going to use his phone or whatever, you have to open it in the web browser. You can't just click on it because it won't work.
All right, Charlie, I'm going to send you the link to your messenger, brother.
I'm going to go see what he's doing. And then I got to get Nathan soon, I think.
Well, Dilly, I'm glad you got to see me.
I know, I miss you guys.
Yeah, we miss you too, brother. I'm glad you got to enjoy your week off with your son and everything.
Dilly got a brand new double-ended dildo, and he's going to use it with Blake.
I am. It's crunch time for racing, so I got to do whatever he tells me to. Yes,
all right, Charlie, log into Facebook on your laptop, go to your messenger, and I sent you the StreamYard link. You should be able to get in that way.
We're at an hour and 3. We got about another half an hour left, and then we'll call it a night. But
I love you guys. I really do.
Love you too, brother.
You too,
need
bro.
holler at us.
Even if we get the same 4 people watching the show when we go live, it's still fun.
It is. I had a good time.
So
that's why I keep on doing it. That's why I haven't quit.
I'm going to go.
All right, brother. Be good.
Later. What's over here? What's over here?
Charlie, did you see the link I sent you, dickhead?
Well, we lost a viewer, so he might be trying to figure out how to get in here.
Oh yeah, I bet you he's a pretty smart character. He'll get it. Oh God, I'm afraid shit he might tell about me. He knows a lot of shit about me. Yeah, we've had old Charlie. He's a good old dude. Let me get.
Yeah, I figure next time, hopefully, maybe we'll be able to get Amber. We'll talk about how to get the other guy in here and keep his identity kind of
right. Yeah, that would be awesome as shit. That'd be cool.
And I know Allie, she'll want to be in here.
Yeah, I'm gonna be doing that show from a different location because I'll be gone that weekend, but I'll still be doing the show with y'all.
All right.
I'll take my flash down, take it with me, and that way I can hang it up.
Nice. Wonder why all of a sudden, like, we have like 3 to 5 people in here, and then it'll go to 0, and then it'll jump back right back up.
See, I was looking at my phone a while ago, and it was showing 1 viewer, but there were 3 or 4 talking. I don't know why that's not registering correct, because I'm sure there's people in here that just don't talk. Just come and watch.
Sometimes we'll have people pop in and out, but we ain't got now. We got one.
Hey, is Amber or Allie or either one of them up?
I don't know. Allie messaged the group earlier, and then she was in here. She did say hi.
I bet you Charlie's looking on his thing right now. He's probably gonna get it figured out here in a minute. Yeah, I think I dropped the edible. My dog got it. He's still sitting there. He knocked the fuck out.
Yeah, with this new fucking job, I've been fucking All right, here we go. Now, why is it? Oh, there we go. All right.
What is up?
What's up?
Now shit, what's happening with you?
I had to use my
Jeremy,
phone
this
to
is
my laptop.
Charlie, this is Jeremy.
What's up, pork chop?
What's going on?
I told him I was scared to bring you on here because you know a lot about me.
You better be. You should be. Maybe not you better be, but you should be.
Oh, I know. And you know what? We was talking about the cameras on trucks a while ago, but we won't say nothing else. We'll discuss that after the show. But
I mean, you won't work for that part of the company.
yeah. Yeah, Charlie, he's the one that took me to my first ever titty bar.
So, was you thinking about going to Walmart? You a driver?
I'm not a driver. I did 20 years of law enforcement, and then about 4.5 years ago, I did a career pivot. So I work for a very big company now at their home office, and so I just chill.
Yeah.
I don't talk about them because they have eyes everywhere.
Yes, they do.
Law enforcement. So you weren't DOT, were you?
No. I started out at the sheriff's department. Then I've done probation parole. I did probation parole in Albuquerque for 9 years.
Nice.
Would you glad to get back to Arkansas after being gone so long?
Hell yeah.
I imagine. Is your sister still living out there?
Off and on. She's here a lot, but she's still doing her law office out there.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know whether she'd be in more since you've been here, or is she back and forth, or what she was doing.
COVID made it to where she's here more because they can do telephonic court hearings.
Oh hell, that's right. Yeah, COVID make it a lot better where she could be there a lot more.
I'll have to find me a cool little thing to hang behind my head. I need to get my laptop to working. I don't know why it was being finicky.
Is that what you're on right now? Is your laptop?
No, I'm on my phone now, and I hate it.
Yeah, that's what I was doing the show from, and
I know
got
it
talking
sounds
to
like
Jeremy
shit,
and
so
some
I
of
don't
them.
sound like
Finally
shit.
figured out what kind of computer to get, and we got a computer.
Yeah, with StreamYard, you kind of have to have certain things, and your settings have to be set up right. It's a really good program, but
It's finicky.
it is.
So I've got my gaming computer that probably would do great, but I'm playing Ark on it right now. Of course, I'm not now because I'm talking to you. I can't raise no dinosaurs while I'm talking, especially if we talk about titties.
Does little man play games with you?
Yeah, he's really good.
Charlie's the biggest titty fiend I think I've ever seen.
Dakota's really good at that Fortnite and stuff. Anytime we're having issues, he'll like 1v1 me, Dad. I'm like, hell no, because you win.
Hell, the only game I like to play is that Guitar Hero.
You know, I miss Guitar Hero, man.
I do too.
I mean, I don't know how old y'all are, but y'all remember that game, Leisure Suit Larry and the Land of the Lounge Lizards?
No. Yeah, I have a problem when it comes to like I can't really play video games because I get like too addicted to them. So I
mean,
stay away from them.
Leisure Suit Larry was back in the day, like with the Oregon Trail and stuff.
I don't remember it, but I do remember Oregon Trail. I remember someone uploaded Wolfenstein in our computer.
Oh, I used to play that on the computer. Wolfenstein 3D.
And Doom. One of my buddies uploaded Doom into downloaded Doom into one of the school computers, and we used to play that too.
I used to love Duke Nukem.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Duke Nukem.
Yeah.
I haven't played video games in so damn long. I wouldn't even know where to start.
The first game that got me was Final Fantasy VII on the original fucking PlayStation.
Yep.
I
remember
rushed through that game
on Nintendo.
I rushed through that game so fast that I got to the end and I didn't have enough experience points to beat the last guy.
Right.
And it was so long of a game, and I couldn't get out of that because of the way the saves worked on that to go back and get any more. So I had to quit that. And then there was Skyrim was the next one that I got addicted to years later.
You start talking, saying stuff like that, and Matt's gonna get excited thinking you're talking about rim jobs in the air.
Yeah, I ain't had one since the last one you give me either.
Yeah, you didn't have any good salad, so I didn't go back. Look, I don't eat salad.
Found out that night I had corn for supper.
Shit, yeah.
You
And he don't chew very well.
You ever see a TikTok? A guy has the video of the bowl of corn and it says, "See you later."
Oh, good Lord.
Ew.
Why is it when you eat corn and you chew it up, swallow it, it comes out whole again? I just don't get that.
Because your butthole squishes it back together if it's tight, but yours probably doesn't.
That was the whole gist of that. This is not goodbye. It's see you later because you're going to see it come out.
Boy, there's been times where I eat some Mexican food that had those black beans and corn in it. And it tear you up so bad when you hit the toilet, it sounds like a machine gun. Like,
You eat salsa with the black beans in it and all that shit, and it looks like salsa when it comes out too.
Ooh, and it be burning. That's why you eat ice cream afterwards, so you can sit there on the toilet and go, "Oh, come on, ice cream!" Damn.
I like TT.
Man, every time I see you with Arkansas behind you with that damn Tennessee hat, I want to reach through there and jerk that damn thing off your head.
Well, just for you, next time I'll wear my Arkansas hat.
See, I got my little baseball.
We were in the early on in this. We were talking about people who were confused.
He's confused.
I've always been confused.
Your dog seems to be pretty confused right now.
Yeah, he got a hold of one of my edibles, I think, and he's like pretty fucking knocked out.
He's waiting for you to use the peanut butter so you can get your other edible, you little weirdo.
No, I need a couple of paintbrushes for my peanut butter, though.
You talking about those little watercolor brushes? Because you ain't painting nothing big. You ain't needing one of them big brushes if you're painting your little Willie.
I don't know. I'm a big fat fucker. I want it everywhere. I will have to buy a couple paintbrushes.
No, you just have to get a big one to rub it around so you can try and lick. Is it a he or a she? I don't know what kind of dog you got.
It's a he.
Oh, yeah.
You know what's the saddest thing in the world?
That's him right there. Knock the hell out.
Oh, shit.
Hey, you guys know what the saddest thing in the world is?
What's that?
A man that can't find titties?
I'm
sad.
When you wake up with a boner in the dark and you run into the wall and you don't break your nose or your boner. Your belly's too big. Your belly hits first.
Yeah, Charlie's got the dicky do disease. His belly sticks out further than his dicky do.
Well, it does now, but it used to didn't.
Hey, I can't talk. I weigh 30 pounds. I can't say nothing.
Shit, you remember when I was doing the pee-pee dance at MB's house during the chapel party? Look at the pee-pee dance. Matt damn peed on himself almost.
I sure enough about did. You ever talk to any of them people anymore, like Mary Beth or any of them?
I ain't never pissed myself as an adult, but I've started a couple of times and ruined it.
Hell, Jeremy's got it down to an art. He could sit there and piss in a bottle and still carry it on.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Though. Poopies. We're on BBX, son.
Hey, what's the password?
You're not getting on the private. You can get
My room.
go
Tell
on.
him to watch titties.
Hey, Matt says go on before he comes stomp you.
I don't care what Matt says.
Whoa.
Oh, well.
Oh.
Tell him I'm just mother. Not fat enough. I can sit on him.
He's fast. He's pretty strong. I mean, he can throw me around now.
How old was he? About 12?
Well, he's 14 now. He'll be 15 in September.
So we got room for another person if somebody wants to jump in. I know we only got two people watching, but anybody want to join us?
Why? Then there's only going to be one person watching.
That's all right. We'll be watching each other.
That's right.
You have a staring contest.
But I see Matt's beard. It makes me want to go shave. I'm like, shit, I can't be looking like that.
You just mad because you ain't sitting on it.
Look, it looks like a skunk.
It looks like what?
You look like a skunk. Look like you ate a skunk or something. You got that white stripe in the middle.
All the women like that little skunk stripe.
I guess. Well, they did say
They
that
on there, so
they did say that the JJ's pH level was acidic, and so it does bleach shit. So I guess that's what you're doing, right?
yeah. Well, that little house I had in Hot Springs was a little hoe house, wasn't it, Charlie?
Damn.
Norm told me one day, he said, you got them coming in the front door and going out the back.
Shit. If them springs could talk, they would have been yelling, oh, shit.
I know. But see, I always liked them married ones because I'd send their ass home. Go home.
We didn't talk about some of that shit.
Oh, Lord.
You don't want any trouble because she's sitting right there.
Goonies,
I ain't
what's
worried
up?
about her.
Yeah. Better.
I ain't scared.
Yeah. You sure about that?
You remember Amber Edwards?
Nope.
I was going to say, you probably remember if you seen her. She died not long ago.
What was her name? Chat name?
Oh, fuck. What was
So
it?
we don't get no feedback here.
Hell, I don't even know what her name was.
Yeah, we got some feedback.
What?
I did.
All the way.
You got to turn the mic off too.
I did. I just did.
There, that sounds better.
And it looks better than Matt too, so we can just mute him.
Well, that don't take a whole lot, Charlie. But you won't never be this good looking. You remember that, Charlie?
Right. I'd have to go rub shit on me to get down to that level.
Yeah.
I just play. You know I love you, man.
I know you do. I know.
Got him a
You know,
good
the way
job.
it is with men, we cut each other down and fucking give each other a hard time, and that's showing love. But when women do it, that's some real shit there. You're really cutting them down.
They savage. I would help every dude I know to find some poo nanny if I could, but them chicks, no, they don't. Oh yeah, honey, that looks good on you. He's gonna like you, looking like Medusa.
Looking like Medusa's ass.
Cat played with my ring light. I had to throw something at her.
Who was you throwing something at?
The cat.
Oh. I was fixing to say, I know it ain't Nicole. She'd throw it back.
Yeah, she would. She can't throw for shit, but she'd probably end up hitting me if she threw something at me.
That sound. When I went through, me and my mom went through, got our concealed carry licenses. Shoot, it was when I first turned 21, so that's many years ago. After she got done shooting, I was like, man, if you ever shoot at me, I'm gonna stand still because if I move around, I might get hit.
So you might shoot around you, but if you move, you might get hit.
Yeah, you stand still, so they go wing, wing.
It'd be like that scene from fucking Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, Charlie used to crack me up. He got me the job where I worked at the school, And our boss, big old titty girl, tried to walk in there like this.
I never had my tongue out. You shit.
She was one of the best bosses I've ever had, though.
That's when you had that little bit. What did you have? Like a little.
That
What
was a
that?
280. That was a 280.
Was it a Datsun or something?
It was, yeah. Datsun.
Those shocks on that thing had to have been screaming because you sat so low. You probably bottomed out pulling in and out of the driveway at the.
Oh, you remember when it broke down? It sat over at Heather and Thomas's house for a long while.
Yeah, did you ever talk to Thomas? He's up there by you.
No, I hadn't talked to Thomas. It's been a lot of years.
Do you remember that one kid? I don't remember the kid, but his mama's car didn't have shocks. And every time she'd pull out and drive down the street, it like bounced up and down because she had no shocks. I remember that kid. It was funny because all the kids waited for her to pull out of the driveway so he could bounce down the hill all the way down to Spring
You
Street.
remember that little fucking heathen that was in that school, that little Lee Mars?
Don't say their names.
Well, he's like 35 million now. It don't matter, but
I don't know, but his mama. Hoo, 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 hoo. I remember her better than I do him. Huh?
Do what?
I remember his mama better than I do him.
Oh, I do too.
Guys are hoes.
She come over more than once. Oof. Yeah, I remember his mama.
Mhm. I remember.
I wish I didn't do it, but I do.
You just admitted on live YouTube. that
She
you
don't
guys
even
slept
remember I
with.
exist, so she's not here.
I've had two Ford Tauruses that had the rear shocks that were fucked, and every bump that I went over, if I put somebody in the back seat, it bottomed out. Boom, 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 boom.
Shit, I get in the back of something now to bottom out.
Oh Lord.
Fuck, I could probably bottom out as a fucking F-150.
The front wheels go up and you go down the road like that.
They'd be like, Charlie, when did you get a lowrider? I was like, I did. Wait till I get out.
I still drive a little fucking car.
Shit, the only thing that saves me is I'm short. I'm fucking fat as a motherfucker, but I'm short, so 265, 270 at 5'6". I'm not bottoming anything.
So it's easier to jump over you than walk around you? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
All right.
It's funny because a lot of people, like, I've been on TikTok for like 3 years. And then when I tell people that have seen me on TikTok, they assume I'm like fucking 6 foot. Like, no, I'm only 5'6".
I know when I first met
Damn,
you, I
so-
was like, oh, okay, I'll just hug this.
Yeah, because you're a bit taller than me.
Yeah, I'm almost 5'9", so yeah.
I'm still waiting to get 1,000 followers so I can go live on TikTok.
Shit, I've had fucking 3 different accounts. I've went live maybe 20 times. I don't know.
Actually,
You might like it, but I don't care to go live on TikTok.
See, I think I went live like maybe once or so, but
I've
ain't my
never.
thing.
with you, with like Matt and stuff, y'all, we should be doing like those, like on Twitch, doing those Jackbox games. That shit's fun. You played those?
Mm-mm.
Jackbox games. You can go in like, well, you can play it like we go in Discord, but I don't think you can stream Discord. But you could go like Twitch does it sometimes. But there's different like trivia games, or there's one that's battling robots. It's pretty fun. You have to come up with rap rhymes, and I'm savage on there. They're like, oh, I make people cry. But they're just fun games that you can play and you can stream it. There's a lot of Twitch people that do Jackbox games.
When I was able to go live on TikTok, you can only go live by yourself, nobody else. And I'm horrible by myself. I need other people to fucking actually have conversation with. And even in the comments, you can't keep up, and it's not enough for me to be interesting. So
Yeah.
it's not worth it for me.
Yeah, there's times it's hard to keep up with those chats. It's like, hey,
Not only that, like for me, with my
hey,
sense of
quit looking
humor,
at titties. Get off your phone.
for me, with my sense of humor, I get fucking flagged quick on shit. Live, I've never gotten kicked off alive, and I've tried. But I make a video and I get fucking hit for bullying and harassing, and I'm not doing anything wrong.
Dude, the one that I got flagged for inappropriate stuff, the chick that I
Yes, right.
duetted with, her stuff didn't get taken down. I just sat there and either stitched, duetted, or whatever, but they flagged mine.
So there was a driver, and he says he's a stuntman or whatever, but he posted that he had a bunch of seafood and he was pissed off at his company. So, and this was day before yesterday. His video is him leaving seafood all in a truck and then walking away from the truck, abandoning the truck. And I stitched and said that he's an asshole and that the company can go after him for this and that and don't be this guy. And I got hit for bullying and harassing.
Oh my god, really?
I deleted the video and I appealed it and then I deleted it. And then they come back and said there was nothing wrong with it after I deleted it because I wasn't getting any views on the other videos that I posted after that video.
No, they
that's why I
shadow banned
deleted
you.
it.
Yeah.
Fucking asshole.
I got a bullying violation. I appealed it and won, but because I said "ew, gross" in the comments. I don't shake my boobs out on TikTok videos, and I don't shake my ass, and I'm not, saying anything that anybody else isn't, and I get in trouble for saying "ew, gross."
Look, I
You can go there and
understand. I understand the bullying aspect of shit, but at the same time, look, if you put yourself on the fucking internet
Mhm.
and your house looks a complete fucking wreck, you look like you have fucking needle tracks or you're doing something fucking disgusting, you should be able to call that shit out and fucking cut them people down. If you don't want to be bullied and you have that shit going on around you, don't put your shit on the fucking internet. Don't fucking do it.
Just like if I saw a stripper pole behind Matt, I'd be going, hey, what you doing back there, big guy?
Like, if
No, it's all about angles. You can't see the stripper pole.
And in Arkansas, I don't know about everywhere else, but they made us bring our own fucking alcohol, didn't they, Charlie?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
No, I don't want to cut anybody down, and I don't really want to make fun of people and bully people or anything like that. But if you go by their guidelines, if you duet a video and you have a disgusted look on your face, that could be considered bullying.
Mhm.
Anything you do, stitching or duetting another video, could almost be considered bullying, harassing, or something of that fucking nature.
If we stitched Chris Rock's joke, we would be bullying Jada.
Oh, dude, did you see? I posted it in our group chat, but I don't know if you got to see it. But Ricky Gervais put out a video saying that everybody was asking him about the situation if he made a joke. He said, first of all, I wouldn't have made a joke about her hair. I would have made a joke about her boyfriend.
Savage.
Ricky is savage. I mean, I don't like him for some reasons because he's like too far left for me sometimes. But he is. He does. He
bashes Hollywood.
Yeah.
Yeah, he bashes Hollywood and calls them out on their crap.
Well, see, that's another thing. You put out that you have an open marriage, or you're sleeping around, but your husband stays with you. You're just putting yourself out there. People are going to make comments. People are going to have their opinions and put what they feel, about that situation. You can't stay in a bubble. You're famous. Your whole life is an open book to everybody to say anything about you.
To me, it's not even. It is about that, but at the same time, for me, like this society now is with millennials and on with the newer generations. Why do we value some feelings? Feelings change. People get over shit. If look, I'm offended. You know, I was offended over my ex fucking doing some of the shit she's done and other shit going on. I got my feelings hurt by so many fucking people in my past, and I've hurt people's feelings. Why can't we go after them? Like, dude, your feelings eventually fucking change, or you just don't have you feel a certain way for a little while and then you go the fuck away. It goes away. Oh, Jesus Christ. Here we go.
Uh-oh.
You need to put on a fucking mask and fucking
Yes,
have some
you
kind of
do.
voice changing thing so you can come on here and give me shit, Nick.
I got something for you, Nick. Hang on.
No, you're offended over the size of my penis because it's bigger than yours.
Yeah, you thought you had a pubic hair till you pissed out of it, right,
See,
Jeremy?
Hey, Jeremy, you can say your penis is closer to the ground than the rest of them. So,
Yeah, it's 2 inches.
Damn. I didn't expect that. That one hit kind of hard.
See, people make fun of you because you're short, but they're just jealous that your penis is closer to the ground than theirs.
Yeah,
It's all about perspective. All about perspective.
mine's 2 inches from the ground.
Shit,
Laughing
mine's
and
not even
crying
2
at the
inches from
same
the ground.
time.
I'm laying on my belly.
Shit, I ain't seen my dick in so many years. I don't even know what it looks like anymore.
You got to stand over a mirror like me.
Nick, your hand does not count, okay? Come on.
What are you talking about? That's the only way Matt can count is using his hand. Get over 10.
Now,
he's fucked.
in the comments, our friend Nick is saying he's not offended because he uses his penis more than I use mine. That's not true.
He goes and frequents some glory holes more than you.
But the only thing is that what kind of booty is it you getting? Is it one attached to dinglings or? I mean, that's the thing that scares me about the glory hole is I don't know what it's in. Hell with
Probably
that.
his pussy since pussy had him, right?
Shit. My thing is I'd be in there and I was like, oh, there's the hole, man. And then a dingling would come through it. What are you going to do then?
I mean, just hypothetical here. Say you stick your dick in that hole and it's the best blowjob you've ever gotten in your fucking life. Do you want to know?
Well, I
Are you
mean,
going to lose sleep over it?
if I walk out and see Matt coming out the other side, yeah, I'm going to lose sleep. I'm going to lose sleep.
How do you think
You've got to be awake for it to count, Nick.
Yeah, that's how I make my money on the side. I fucking walk to the corner.
So all that time I was thinking it was those juices that bleach it. That's just you ain't washed the nut out.
Oh, the true reason why the skunk there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not the pH. It's not the pH in the poo tang.
He's trying to be in the Navy and be a seaman.
It's all that cum dripping down that.
He's just looking for a few good men.
I've got one here.
At the same time.
I wouldn't have it no other way, Charlie.
I know. You only take it one way.
That's right, and it's my way.
Nick, you're fucking overthinking this shit, okay? Hold on. All right, come on, Mouse.
Tough kid, Mouse.
All right. Now there's this question for the
What would you do?
now either he's way overthinking or that's happened to him.
Yeah. Or maybe it's his dream.
What's docking? Because I guess. I mean, I've been out of the game for a while.
That's a question. Advice.
No, you don't have. You're on your phone. I would say look that up in the Urban Dictionary if you can.
I know what peg. I've heard of pegging because I know a dude that said he liked to get pegged, and I was like, "What the hell is that? Playing pirate or something?" But I guess
You
it is.
love it,
some
Charlie.
kind of pirate.
That's right up your alley.
The shit it is. My alley is one way, and it ain't
That's
that way.
right.
All right.
I have to look that up.
Hell, you remember? Hell, them two girls thought they was going to get away with coming and sitting on my lap that night. Remember, Deb paid them in the bathroom, and they come out and sit on my lap. I got 2 lap dances at once that night.
Who?
Deb, you remember Deb that was there with us? Princess Smart Buddy, her.
Dude, that's so many years ago. I can't remember shit.
Them girls
After I
come
had
out there and sit
COVID,
on
my
my lap.
brain's
I
been
said, "Who paid y'all?" And they pointed her out, and I said, "Well, where's my dances?"
You're getting in trouble. You know she's hearing all this.
Yeah, she's right here on the show with us. She can hear all of it.
I know. That's what I'm saying. She got one of them. Look at her eyes right now. And she's
No,
chewing
I
on
was
the
reading Urban Dictionary what docking was.
Ask
I
me-
know what
ask
it
me-
is, but I
Am I
didn't,
scared?
I didn't realize it. Oh, you want to know what it is?
No, not really.
Oh, Jeremy put it up.
A very
I
intimate,
can't read that.
a very intimate and intense sexual act performed by 2 uncircumcised men. Guy 1 pulls his foreskin back and holds it while guy 2 stretches his open and outward as far as possible
What the fuck?
over the head and shaft of guy 1's penis. Then guy 1 repeats the procedure as he's realizing all of his foreskin. Here, you read it.
I'm good.
This,
I think I get the idea of it.
Charlie
You get the
repeats
gist.
procedure as he's releasing all his foreskin that he's been holding back tightly, pulling opening out and as far down as possible over Matt's penis, making sure Matt's penis foreskin stays in place. When complete, both Charlie and Matt's cockheads are touching tip to tip, encased inside each other's foreskin. The dual coverage combines the moist juices starting to flow from each of them, creates a suctioning effect somewhat similar to fleshlight.
It sounds like they're doing those Chinese handcuffs where you stick the fingers in and pull tight.
Yes.
Oh,
Like
God, don't tell me you
Yes.
still got your Asian fetish.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it even said that. It's
Damn.
Chinese finger handcuffs alone. See the
So
things
you Chinese handcuffing with your wieners? Nope. Okay.
Yes.
Hey, look, Nick has researched this thoroughly.
A dry dock is when no one comes. If one or both come, it's wet docking.
I mean, like somebody better do something to get that lubed up so you can get your wiener out of that.
I'm guessing Nick has some real experience in this, or has really done some research and wanting to do this.
Well, what do you do if they're both circumcised though?
Sword fight.
But that leads to pegging.
Round 1, fight.
That's why my belly's a shield now. I'm trying to protect myself from getting sword fighted.
But the thing is, Charlie, tell him this turns to dick after dark.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Oh damn!
Nick.
Oh wow, that's why you were scared when the 4 priests walked into that fucking place the other day.
Yes. Oh my God. Yeah.
Altar boy flashbacks.
Yep. I bet you the priest made Nick and his friend put their penises in the snow beds in the winter so he could have a couple of ones.
And then they probably made them do some weird twister game to see who caused them dockings to separate.
So what's the difference between a priest and a zit? A zit waits until puberty to come on their face.
Oh my god!
Brother, you hear them being nasty. They're nasty.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? You're just mad you didn't come up with it.
You're right.
I know.
You're right.
Jeez.
Talk about nasty. You nasty too.
Oh, you've seen some of the nasty I've been around.
Diablo
Nick, you ain't
queso.
right. You ain't
Nick,
right.
they just wanted something to tear their ass up.
Yeah.
So they could say that they were going to use. They were going to exercise your circumcise.
Oh shit!
And you thought by putting that Jesus meme in the
How'd you like it?
Facebook
Did you see that Jesus meme I put in that group?
That was a nice one.
Yeah.
Which group? Because you sent me some invites to some groups, and I hadn't gotten in them because I don't know who they are.
This one is our group is called what? Your dad should have left you in a sock.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's gross sounding.
What do you think the leftover stands for, huh?
It's like the best part. It's like the best part of Matt dripped down his mom's leg.
That's right. The best part of you, soldier, drip down the crack of your mama's ass.
See,
Wow.
women would never say that to each other.
You know, just look at Matt. I mean, imagine the sperm that didn't win.
I know.
Shit, they didn't make it out the dick.
No.
I know. Imagine if you were twins, what the other one would have looked like.
Shit, that's probably what's in his belly.
First, got there first.
His twins in his belly.
Get in my belly.
All right.
So you
It
say
is
plenty of
about
fish?
that time towards the end of the show here. So
Do what, Charlie?
We're saying plenty of fish is where I need to check out.
Yeah, go
Yeah.
to Plenty of Fish, and they got Tinder and some other ones, I think. Go to Christian Mingle. I'm sure you'll find you a nice one.
I'll go to Farmers Only and get me one of them little cowgirls that used to ride the bull, because that's what it's going to be like. Baby, you're going to have to spread them legs wide to mount me now.
Don't go on OkCupid. That's an awful site.
Okay, Cupid's what?
Don't go on OkCupid. They're off. It's awful. I didn't meet any good guys on that.
But it's because I wasn't on there. I'm the only good guy that's left.
Yeah, he's the only one left. Go hit up on it. You can have him.
just shame Dilly ain't here. He'd tell you about Grinder.
She never did Grinder and never did Tinder.
Grinder is not for you, I don't think.
No, Grindr.
Well, I mean, it could be, I guess, because they scissor. They grind more than we do.
Nick said he met his wife on OkCupid.
Did you? Really? Good for
I
you.
thought that-
I didn't have any good luck. I had this guy because I would only do the pictures of my face because I didn't want to, So this guy goes, I said, "You do know I'm a heavyset person, right?" And he goes, "Oh yeah, I was wondering if you could pick me up." I'm like, "You mean like you don't have a car?" He goes, "No, you're a big woman and I'm a smaller guy. Maybe you could just pick me up, like physically pick me up. It would turn me on." Like, no, goodbye.
Because he probably wanted you to change his diaper, too.
Oh, my God. I had this other guy ask me what I drove for a car. I'm like, I have a Dodge Caravan. And he goes, well, I use that Arc because I don't get around very good. Do you think it would fit in the back of my car? And I'm like, no. And he didn't have a picture on his profile. So I'm like, you know what I look like? I really didn't care. I mean, it wasn't all about looks. It was just talking and whatever. He sends me a picture. He's got freaking oxygen tube things coming out of his nose, and I was like, no. Thanks anyway. No.
But you know what? That dude probably got nookie since I have, so fuck. That's how bad
So-
it is for me.
So look, I have sleep apnea, right? And not my main profile pic on Plenty of Fish, but I did
Look at my shit.
I did have pictures of me wearing my fucking CPAP, and Nicole still messaged me, or we messaged.
That's love. That's
Maybe that's what I need to do because I can put mine on and look like I'm a fighter pilot.
oh.
Like
There was
Maverick.
There was this guy that had his bike helmet on. Nobody looks sexy in a bike helmet. I'm sorry, they don't. And I told them, I'm like, don't take your pictures off with the bike helmet. I had this one guy sit. He had smaller girl. He had 3 girls, and he's like, they're all into princesses. Do you know anything about prince? I'm like, yeah, I do daycare. I have kids of my own. And then he was asking me a bunch of questions about print. He was supposedly in the service, and that he was getting out, and that his dream job was get a job down in Florida at Disney World. And so he asked me some questions about princesses, thinking maybe he was just seeing if I really did know things. He goes, you know what? You really don't know that much about princesses. I don't think it's going to work out. I'm like, yeah, I don't think it's going to work out either.
Wow.
These were all on OkCupid. That's why this is bad.
Yeah, I'll pass.
Oh,
What the
yeah.
hell is Jim Norton? Who fucked that? Oh,
You don't know who Jim Norton is?
I don't get it. Is he the? No, it ain't. No, I don't guess I do.
Have you ever listened to Opie and Anthony?
Yeah, a little bit. Nick had turned me on to them. He had said something about their podcast. I went and checked them out.
I'm glad.
I mean, they were a big show, especially up in Mass for a while, and then they came to New York, and then they were on XM. But Jim Norton was a part of their show. He's a comedian. Oh man, his stuff.
I'll have to check that out for sure.
One day the leftovers will be big too.
Yes.
Yeah, I hope so, but I'm not holding my breath on that one.
We're gonna make this bitch blow the fuck up.
Hell yeah.
If I had time to advertise more in the energy, possibly. And if we didn't lose our best person there,
He just needs to wear a mask and disguise his voice.
He could be like, he could get one of those anonymous ads.
Prick, instead of
we do want to have a show with everybody, Allie and Amber, if we can get her, and if we can get Nick back on here somehow. I want to try to do that the next show, so we'll see if we can work that one out.
Hey, is that the guy that was like on some of the episodes when I first started watching, Matt?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, you were my favorite. And then that's when you left.
Now,
I mean,
now we're all just a bunch of peons now, huh?
He was funny. I liked him.
there are reasons, but if we can figure out a way to get him back on every now and again.
Yes, Nick is missed. We love Nick.
Yeah, he gives me shit all the time. If you didn't see the episode where he calls me out for pissing in a bottle live, that's the greatest.
That was one of my favorites. See, everybody else just kind of like blew it away, not paying attention. Nobody's gonna say anything. And Nick was like, "Are you pissing in a bottle?"
That's what any person, any good friend should have called you out on that. You don't.
So I'm a truck driver. I'm used to it, and I'm turned like this, and nobody can see what I'm doing. But Nick seeing like something was going on, and I'm having a conversation like I am now, and I'm just letting it roll. And Nick,
mid conversation, Nick just stops him. Are you pissing in a fucking bottle?
I couldn't do anything, but I'm like, I was like shocked that he called me out. And I'm like, yes, yeah.
And you said it has to be a Gatorade Big Mouth bottle so it'll fit.
Wawa iced tea, baby.
Good shit. Good shit.
Yeah, we'll have to figure out how to do it, Nick. I'm sure we can figure out a way to make that happen.
Put a mask on him, have him come in and sounded like Darth Vader. Luke.
And you got the soundboard, so you might be able to do some kind of voice changing. And
Hey, Matt, you ain't seen Dakota in a long time, have you?
I haven't.
Come here, boy.
No,
Come here.
no.
Well,
You'll lose your game tomorrow.
Alex, we'll make a deal.
Gene.
Church Cave wants me to pull it. I need help.
Come here.
Fine.
Y'all still have the 4th of July get to? Well, by God, he's grown so big.
Oh,
Not
he's
that much.
almost as tall as me.
Man.
Yeah,
He's a lot better looking than you are.
I know. A lot better looking than you too. Hey,
I
son,
know
look.
it.
You see all
Y'all
that?
do your get
See all
together down at the cabin on July the 4th?
Yeah, we're there every year.
Hell yeah.
You see all that white in his beard, son?
Do what?
Hey, it's gonna start looking like yours.
It washes out. That's his nut receptacle.
Yeah.
Go on.
You just told me to come here.
I know, but they saw you. Now you can
Get
leave.
mad. I'm gonna stay now. I want to annoy you.
Hey, how many girlfriends you got?
One.
You
I only
stick
need
your tongue-
one.
You stick your tongue down her throat?
Huh?
You
Whoa,
kiss her,
now.
stick your tongue down her throat?
He said, "Do you put your tongue down her throat?" No, he doesn't. He's not allowed to kiss her.
Wait, what? Yeah, I am.
You better not let that girl's daddy find out. He might string you up.
And you just said this shit on live, right, son?
Okay.
Yeah.
Her dad.
No,
Oh,
her-
y'all come down there and teach him some good habits.
He's got a good girl. She's a really good girl.
Oh, good.
He treats her good. Tomorrow's her birthday was the other day, and so he had. Would you take a special cookie or
Yeah.
something? Took her a cookie to school.
Took like
I
20
ain't never
minutes.
had a good woman. I'm gonna have to find me one of them.
They're pretty hard to find nowadays.
Let me update my Plenty of Fish profile right now.
Hey, meet me on Facebook profile, Facebook personals. That's
Oh,
Matt's.
yeah.
That's Matt's woman right
A
there.
couple weeks ago, somebody hacked Matt's account. Matt,
No, they didn't hack my
That's
account. My
That's
account-
just an excuse. He did.
They stole his picture and made a Facebook dating app thing on there. Whatever Facebook has.
Why would they do that? Like they're not going to get any responses to that
I
shit.
don't know. It came up. A friend of mine said, "Hey, I saw your boyfriend on Facebook dating." I'm like, no, that's not. It's his face, but not him.
Yeah, it wasn't my profile because shit, I couldn't. Hell, even if I didn't have a woman, I probably wouldn't even be looking for one.
And now, if it said slide, then that's him.
Yeah, that's my alter ego.
Oh, slide. That's how I have you in my phone.
You still have me under that in your phone? Good Lord.
Slide. Yeah, you'll always be slide.
I know it. I know it.
Just like I'll always be Big Daddy.
My Jeremy, what is my Yahoo name was slide this dick in with caution.
It might have herpes.
Yeah. And I told him, somebody asked me one day, well, what does that mean? I said, I got speed bumps on my dick.
Then he got a virus, and then he had to change it.
They probably said it's so little it's fragile. You gotta take it easy with it.
Things may look bigger than they appear.
Yeah.
All right, for the 3 people that we got watching, we do this every other week for now. So 2 weeks from now, we'll be back live again. I'm gonna end it, guys. We can hang out for a few minutes after I end the live, but it's getting close to bedtime. So
Yes, sir.
Imagine having a bed.
good night, everybody. We'll see you not next week, but the week after.
Good night, everybody. Nice seeing
Good
you.
night, guys.
Goodbye.
Bye.